Trojan family, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, we got to celebrate and talk about our very own Julian Lewis. Listen, he absolutely dominated the pro day competition in the Elite 11. You guys know we brought you somewhat of some information yesterday when we dealt with Joakim Stewart, how he made comments about Julian Lewis and how he was there to see Julian Lewis. After having a nice workout with Coach Eric Henderson, he went over to the Elite 11 and checked out Julian Lewis. However, Julian Lewis didn't win it. It was the quarterback, Hassan Longstreet from Centennial. But then Julian Lewis won this particular competition. It's the pro day, and they take you through all types of cone drills, progressions, reads, and he absolutely killed it, man. We'll take a look at that, take a look at some footage of that, because, look, this is our future quarterback. And one thing I can say about Julian Lewis is that I believe he's committed. And one thing we can say about USC, just like they did with Caleb, they will make sure that quarterback is going to be taken care of. The only argument that we've always had was that it's more to it than just the quarterback. It's other guys that are around that we want to make sure these guys are getting compensated as well. But we know that USC will take care of their quarterback. And coincidentally, I've been the past couple of days I've been communicating back and forth with his mom. They seem very happy. She's in USC gear constantly. She sent me, matter of fact, his outfit that he had on for the first day. She said, this is what Juju's going to be wearing. So I feel confident about the fact that Juju will be a Trojan. I really do. And real quick, we want to show you some footage from the Elite 11 Pro Day competition. But one thing I wanted to address is, yesterday we talked about the decommitments, and this was Juju comments after the decommitments. Basically comments, if you were to have comments, it was actually on Twitter, on Instagram. He made a comment via the text on Instagram. But here it is right here. And you see here after the decommitment, 6'5", 260 edge from Warner Robins, decommitted from the Trojans. You see here, Juju put the little teardrops, and that was just his comment that he put. It shows you that. All right, so here is Juju here, and you see the pure domination, man. I mean, he's going through all the reads, he's going through all the check downs, and he's absolutely performing at a very, very high level. The feet work is great. You guys know his dad's been taking him to these camps. Like, I mean, it's been just really, really one camp after another, really grooming him. I mean, really to the point to where it's like Caleb Williams was groomed like this. And when you get these guys so polished like this, it can't help but to come out. You see how fluid he is with all of his movements. You see how fluid he is when he follows through with his throws. And he didn't budge. I mean, he didn't come off his stance. He didn't allow all the distractions. And, what this tells me is with Juju is that not only is he a good quarterback, not only is he polished in what he does, but, he's not distracted by all the distractions that are around him. That means he's a poised guy. He knows that multiple media outlets are there watching him. He knows that multiple people are going to, he's essentially the number one quarterback. He's the only 5-star there. So everybody's going to be geared. But he looked like he relished the moment. He looked like he was very confident. Everybody was patting him on the back. This is what you want from a quarterback. You want a quarterback that can seize the moment. You want a quarterback that the moment doesn't overtake him. Because you got to face it, we're going to be in big time. Think about some of the stadiums like Michigan, Ohio State, all these big stadiums. You want a quarterback that can absolutely, the outside noise, you're not worried about it. You can still perform at a very, very high level, and that's what we saw with Juju Lewis yesterday. These guys are Elite 11 guys, and these guys are all older than him. Julian is the youngest one there by far. You could tell even in their bodies, they're bigger than him, but Juju was feeling it, man. He was just moving and grooving, and I love what I saw from him from a being poised standpoint. It just really made me feel good about our future quarterback, and thank God he's reclassifying, because USC is getting a guy that's absolutely ready to rock and roll, ready to be on and popping, on and cracking, man. So you guys can drop those comments. You guys can tell me what you think. Juju Lewis, USC's quarterback commit, is the real deal, man. And you guys see that he's getting a guy that's absolutely moving and grooving, man. So you guys can tell me what you think. USC has a phenomenal day. Also had Miller Moss and Deuce Robinson out there. We'll take a look at those guys as well. They had some brief throwing to each other, and so it was an all USC day yesterday. So drop those comments. Julian Lewis wins the Elite 11 Pro Day competition. Hopefully he wins the whole thing. And Julian Lewis gets to see his future teammates out there. It's go time with them guys as well. It was a USC fest yesterday, man. So you guys can drop those comments. You guys can tell me what you think. Miller looking good. He's showing that he still can compete at a high level. You know, Miller been in these competitions plenty of times too. It just shows his level of competition. But I just like the fact that he was able to show up. Him and Deuce Robinson took their time out to be at the Elite 11, man. So I think it's straight up go time. So look, man, I'm out of here. Happy Thursday to everybody, man. Don't forget, make sure you get up, get out, and make some things happen. Until later on, fight on, fight on, fight on.